Hey everybody, I'm AJ.
I'm Aaron.
We're from modernintel.ca. Today we're going to do the review on the MILSIG Paradigm.
Yeah, this is the new M-Series limited edition model marker from MILSIG. I think like it was a very low build number, serial number 81. So it's a very small limited edition marker, and we're going to test it out.
Yep.
Or review it, yeah.
Yeah, first of all, we're going to review it.
Yeah.
And basically we'll go through pros and cons, how it's made, all the
jazz
we usually go through.
Yeah.
Just start off, note that the red dot sight you see here didn't actually come with it.
Yep.
And it also came with a foregrip.
Yeah.
That you don't see with it. Guess we'll start off with general specs of the gun.
Yeah. Full thing's all CNC aluminum, so this tolerances are very, very small. Like, it's much better than pressed metal like you'd see on an A5 or a BT or anything like that, or even the K series. So it's much better made, more consistent. The air source will be much better. Everything like that will be just more consistent and reliable.
Yeah. Mag fed. It's a mag fed marker. You can see the mags there. There's the old style 18 round mags, and then there's the new style 19 round mags.
This is a RAP4. This is a MILSIG one here.
Yeah. It can be hopper fed. You see here that there's the hopper hole there.
And a little arm comes out. You get it with this pack, and you stick your hopper on top.
Yeah, if you want to not use it as
if you want to.
Yeah. Tank and stock.
Yeah, that's a 13-inch cubic inch tank. So you get about 120 shots depending on the feet per second you're shooting at. Probably around 270 you get about 120, give or take.
Yeah. And
you also got a MILSIG marksman barrel, which is rifled. It's actually pretty sweet. It makes the balls a little more consistent, but I don't know, rifled with paintballs, it's just kind of cool.
It's just about personal feeling on that, really.
Yeah.
Like, some people say, yeah, it makes a difference. Other people just say, no, it's just...
Yeah.
It's the time.
If you want to go into that detail, then go ahead.
Yeah. A single finger trigger guard.
Semi-automatic.
Yep.
MILSIG.
Yeah. That's the general specs of the gun.
Yeah.
You can see that it's, well, I'm sure if anyone's ever watched any of the MILSIG videos, they like to specify that it's the actual weight of a real M16, C7 style, whatever you want to.
The main guy, I think his name's Jackie Chan, actually, ironically. He's very specific. That is actually the real weight. So this is like MILSIG at its finest, right? Because if a military person's feeling that way from their M16, this is exact same.
Yeah. All right. So pros and cons. Pro, tank and stock. I really like that. I prefer it so that's kind of hidden, but it's still there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that too. The tank and stock's awesome.
Mag fed. It's a pretty good pro with me. It's actually well balanced once you have a full mag in there, and once it works, and when it works, it's smooth. Like, you have no problems. It's actually a very nice feeling marker.
Yeah. Huge pro with me is that the whole thing is built with this shroud system down the side here. This body is actually set from this piece here, and this is actually an integrated rail system, so you can actually shoulder your weapon with your mask on and a sight, and that's all you need. You don't need a stupid little rail riser or something, because it's actually integrated into the piece. You can actually see the under rail here, and then the rail riser piece here. So it looks part of the gun, but it's actually a whole shroud that makes it able to use your mask on it, which is just awesome. Another pro with me, the style. The way it looks, I love it. Like, most markers nowadays, when you see them, they're all M16 styles and stuff like that. This may be the same weight of it, but it doesn't look like an M16.
It has the general look, like mags are a little bit curved. The stock, it's a collapsible car stock.
Kind of looks like an AR. Just the way, It just doesn't look like an M16, which I like. I'm sick of seeing those. Yeah. So it's nice to see something different.
Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the cons. Pros, there's a lot of pros. You can continue on with it. Customizable, all the works, right? If you want it to look the way you want it, then it's no problem. Cons, though, I've had, the mag is a bit of an issue. If you don't really know how to put it back together, like, it's not really that hard, you just have to work on it.
Yeah, we put a video up on it, but if you don't know what to do, just it's basically just leave it alone.
Yeah. If you have any ball breaks in it, it's going to be a fun time. Again, consult videos and such like that. But if you put it together wrong and actually not realize it, like everything will go together, but still the string or something could be in a weird spot, then it won't work and you won't realize why.
Yeah.
Another thing I've had is, depending on the way you hold your marker, I like to have my finger just above the trigger, kind of outside the guard. This is actually quite... quite sensitive, so just a little tap will actually just eject the mag. So if you like to have your finger up there, then running or whatever, and you accidentally just put a little pressure on it, you'll drop the mag. Something else. Oh yes, the grip, as you've noticed, hasn't actually changed at all from the last
K-Series, anything.
Yeah, so it's still not molded or anything like that, so after holding it a while, you get a bit of a cramp in the back of your hand, palm of your hand, whichever.
But like we said with MILSIG, right?
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care at all, right? So, a lot of these things are pretty much the same as any K-Series.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's about...
Yeah, there used to be some small issues. One was the bolt on this, and every other K-Series, M-Series as well, the bolt on it, the O-ring was actually a little too small. So in the cold, the O-ring would actually contract, because that's what it does, and it actually wouldn't recock. Like you just go, and then you'd have to recock every time, and it would also break balls at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's going to basically be out of the game. Okay? They fixed that since then, so it's not really an issue anymore. But if you have an older K-Series that's doing that, then what you can do is just get some Teflon tape and wrap the inside of the O-ring and then put the O-ring back on and you're good.
Yeah, it's just something to keep in mind just in case you buy one used or something like that,
and if
right?
it's doing that.
Yeah, and you don't understand why. It's the O-ring bolt, or the bolt O-ring, I should say. Yeah. What else did you have?
Oh, that's basic, a good summary. Like, the limited edition thing about it, like, that's pretty cool that right now it's only 81, right? Like, they send them out everywhere, so, like, I could get 81, the next person get #1, right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't really mean anything, but just the fact that it's a low production run marker is very cool. It's kind of like the T4, you know? And it also shows it with the price, too, right? Which is around $1,100.
Yeah.
But it's very cool. It's got a good style to it because it's all CNC made. Like, it just looks awesome. The inside's a little different than the K-Series. It's got a little chamber and a new ball detent as well. So it's a little bit better for holding the paintballs inside. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't have any problems ever losing any screws or anything like that.
No, no, never. Everything's reinforced. You got lock nuts and lock washers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 7 or 8 main screws on this, main bolts, and then you got a whole bunch of other ones too. So this thing's not coming apart. Yeah. Unless you take it apart.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tons of rails for your accessories.
Yep, whichever you want. If you want to throw flashlights on, if you play lots of night games or something like that. Yeah.
Any sights you want. I put a little sight on this because that's all you need. Yeah. Yeah. So, final verdict.
Final verdict. Yep. I'm gonna give it probably 9.5 maybe. A couple points off for the mag. If you don't put it together properly, then it doesn't work. Then the whole thing is it's defeated, right?
And that's the one thing we should actually talk about right now. Some markers, some people would just think about like if a hopper is the issue, it's just the hoppy issue. But the thing is with mag-fed markers, is that if the mag doesn't work, the marker doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like TPX, right? If the mags are not good, the gun is not good.
The gun could be amazing.
Yeah.
When the mags work, right?
Yeah. So if the mags don't work, then it's useless, right?
Yeah. A couple points off for the sensitivity of the mag release, and a couple points off just for the grip.
Yep. So for my final verdict, mine would be in 9.8, and the only thing we were just talking about 0.2 points off for the mags. They're a little finicky sometimes. We're actually doing a video, the comparison between the RAP4 mags and the MILSIG mags. We find that the RAP4s are a little bit better, but anyways, we'll go into more detail about that later. Yep. So 9.8 for me.
All right. So that just about does it. That would be the MILSIG Paradigm.
Very nice.
Yeah. Good gun.
It's definitely recommended.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If you have that type of.
If you got that dough, it's a great gun.
Yeah. All right. Well, stay tuned for the field test.
Yeah.
And again, we'll do a comparison between the mags
Cool.
Alright. See you later.
Bye-bye.